This is a work-life reading for the sun sign Libra for the month of July. In this reading, I will be taking out cards to know whether Libra you will be able to maintain a good work-life balance in the coming month. So the cards I'm taking out are: how's your current work or business situation looking? What is your inner ability at doing the work you do? Whether you should up your ability by taking up some kind of a skill upgradation if required. Then how's the external environment rewarding you, or how's your dealings with the external world, which may be your clients, people you meet on a daily basis at workplace. Then what is your strength you can work with and the challenges you should look at overcoming. Now after along with these cards, I will also take out this additional set of cards to know what is the rapport or impression you have about your supervisor and who your supervisor is actually as a person. Then, what is the understanding you have about your colleagues at workplace and who they really are. So, I'm taking these additional cards just so that it is helpful to know how your entire work life situation is. Now also please note that this is a general reading and not everything will apply to all the Librans, and whatever will apply will vary in the intensity. So how's your current work situation? What is your inner ability? How's the external environment rewarding you? What is your strength, your challenges? Then I'm taking out is the cards for what is the impression you have about your supervisor, who he or she really is. What do you think about your colleagues and who they really are? Now, Libra, will you be able to maintain a good work-life balance in the month of July? It's looking difficult. It's just as if you have too much to do, and no matter how much you do, there is always a gap of what got left and certain expectations that are always there to be met. So overall it's looking like a very busy month, and where you may just a little bit struggle to take time out for your personal self or even take a personal leave if you may. Now the reason we do tarot is we can take a sneak peek into how the future is looking and then change the present so that we can control the future a little bit better. So if you, when the cards are looking as if you're going to be very busy and there's going to be very little time you will be able to allow yourself, your personal self, then you should consciously make a decision to take a break, and you do take time out and you are not necessarily caught up in work only. Now how's your work situation? It's looking as if you're working with some not so trustable people at your workplace. It's quite possible that while they are good people, they are smooth talkers, they may not really do the best of the trust you may place in them. So as of now in your work situation, some of you are being caught off guard. It's quite possible that in teamwork, while you may have done quite a deal of work, there's a very little credit that comes your way. And the reasons could be you're not speaking enough, you're not asking enough, and you're probably not even fighting for what is rightfully yours. So there is this energy of a bit of a drain that I'm seeing in your effort. Now, it's quite possible that someone just smooth talks after the work is done and takes the credit, or you just are not focusing on your communication and keeping good grip on what is rightfully the work you have done. This is a very good case of how politics really plays out in an organization. So I am seeing that you may not be so guarded and holding information to yourself. You're giving very freely, but it's quite getting taken advantage of. You may want to see where is the leak is happening, Libra. If you're feeling a brunt of having to do so much and still very less is getting accounted for, you may just want to figure out who and who and what person is doing this to you. Now, what is your inner ability? You don't think through. It's telling me that you are able to achieve great success, but as of now, you may be focusing too much on hard work. In your inner ability, I am seeing that this is one person who can totally communicate and think through his or her situation. But since this energy is come in the reverse, it's telling me you're not tapping on your potential and you are not thinking through your situation. So your situation may be actually be very easy and may not require the kind of hard work that you're putting and sitting in the office for that long and probably pulling out all the files that you have to do. All it's saying is that you need to probably put in little bit of more sharp in mental work and think through. This is also energy of preparing very well. So some of you may just focus on the fact that you do prepare way lot and well in advance before you start something out, so that you know really how the course is going to take place for the new project or assignment that you're taking up. Now, people who are doing business, it's quite possible some of your employees are not being very upfront. It's possible that they also have a second job and they may not giving their 100% to your business. So, some of you may just want to figure out where the leak is happening and if dedication or loyalty is really an issue with your employees, because there is, it's as if you have placed the trust in some good hands and now you have stopped managing or micromanaging. Once in a while, you may just want to give a surprise visit and then see how things are. So, inner ability, Libra, you have to really tune up to your mental thinking power and really think through your situation. Your situation is not bad, but you seem to be doing too much of a hard work and not thinking through your situation. Some of you may also be feeling very helpless and as if there are no opportunities around you for your level of work and expertise. Now, if that is the case, the guidance from this energy is that you don't really need much support and guidance or help from the external environment. You are capable of great success and creating this success purely by thinking through. So, some of you who have complaints that you don't get enough job offers to apply for and then change a job, you may be little bit wrong in thinking that way, because you can't be placing all your bets on what the external environment is offering you. You may also want to think through and create something purely on your own and not wait for a job opportunity to really strike by. So this is the energy which is calling to use your mental skills and find a solution to your situation purely on an ability to think through. Now, how's the external environment rewarding you? The good part is there is success coming your way. Now, it's probably not coming as fast as you will like it to. And I'm just saying that you may be frustrated with how things are not moving fast enough. Now, Libra, when I see this energy, it's telling me that you have to be patient and you have to accept that everything has a its own natural time of happening. So this horse can only run so fast. He can't run beyond his fastest limit. So to expect that a horse can probably come as fast as an airplane is a very unreasonable expectation. So one thing is Libra, you may just want to moderate your expectation from the external environment. Some of you are looking for a job, it's telling me there are new job opportunities which are on their way. So it may just take longer than you think. Some of you who are feeling that you are not working for quite some time and you also have a now a feeling of giving up and that nothing in this world is going to work for you. You may not want to be so distraught because this energy tells me there is great success coming your way and it is coming faster than you think, but definitely not as fast as your expectation. So you may just have to be little bit more calm and patient because I do see a good message and energy coming along. This is also an area of improvement for you, Libra. Though this is an energy in the external environment, some of you may want to just creatively think it out. You see, here is a your inner ability is I am seeing is a sword, which is a reversed card, which is telling me you are not thinking through. So even if some of you are not thinking through, you may just want to take a test or have an insight into your own ability because it's looking as if someone is coming to hand you over a wand which you can probably start and grow for your support in a desert really. So you see, this is the help which is coming your way. So you need not necessarily wait for someone to give you a lifeline or a support. If you are feeling down and out, it's the time to have an insight and figure out what is your ability that you should be putting and working on. What is the strength you can work with? Endurance. Some of you are just going through a very difficult time financially. I'm just seeing that going is looking very difficult for some of you. It's quite possible that you are doing your best, but you just can't figure out a solution to your situation. Now, there are two very strong energies of feeling very helpless in your situation and distraught that why things are not working out. So the good part is this energy is coming the strength which is telling me that you're willing to endure it as difficult and how severe the situation may get. But Libra, when I say that you need to use a lot of smart work and mental thinking through, that is again what you need to do in your strength also. Endurance is good. You are able to endure a lot of pain. You are able to endure a very severe situation at workplace or maybe the money problems you're going through. But the guidance is you may not necessarily want to endure so much when there is a solution available right next to you. You see, these two people are walking through and they are not well to do, but there are these 5 coins which are just hanging on the window. All they have to probably do is knock on the window and ask for some help. So it's telling me you may not be concentrating on your communication so much and not thinking through your situation as much. You're right now just doing the hard work, which is again coming out in this energy that you're enduring it beyond your limit and it may be frustrating you to a point. So it is a great strength that you can endure difficulties and still have a lot of hope and faith, but you may not have to do so much hard work. There is help available, and if you can just look around, your situation will change quite dramatically. What are the challenges? One challenge is Libra. You just feel that luxury evades you. You are not able to enjoy a good, luxurious, super rich life. Now, this is not going to help your situation. If you're already going through a tough phase, you can't be thinking and feeling this energy. You have to be more positive for your energies to change and also look around for great opportunities that are just waiting to be taken. You see, these 5 coins are just waiting to be asked for and to be taken. But these two people are just missing it and they're just going on continuing to walk forward. So one of the challenges to have faith in your ability and that everything is going to be all right. And faith is the first step. The next step is to do a lot of smart work and have an insight into your ability, and things should start to look up for you. So July is coming as a heavy duty month for you because internally you're quite dissatisfied or distraught with how things are. So please note that this is a general reading. If you're happy with your work situation, it may not necessarily apply to all of you. Now, what is the perception you have about your supervisor? Well, you think that your supervisor is as much in difficulty and under baggage as you are. So I am seeing this person is just dying, trying to do his best and make things work really. So you empathize with your supervisor's situation that he has so much to do and has probably no, he's also probably working, he or she is also working as hard as you are, and both of you seem to be quite unhappy. So you have a lot of empathy for your supervisor that he or she is working just about as much as hard and the tough way that you are. So this is your understanding about your supervisor. But in reality, your supervisor seems to be going through way more difficult situation than you can even collect it or gather it by interacting with him. So I am seeing that your supervisor may just have hit a rock bottom himself or herself, and there is this great energy of hardship your boss is also enduring. So it's telling me it's quite possible your entire department in the organization has got affected for some reason, or there was no payment to your department particularly, or your team has come under fire for some reason, because it's looking like you are struggling to be at work and do your best, and your supervisor is also struggling and doing his best, but there's just so much to do. What do you think about your colleagues? You're very happy with your colleagues. You have some very great set of people that you're working with, and you cherish each and every colleague that you have or team member that you are interacting with. You see, this man is very content and he couldn't have asked for a better set of people. So this is your impression that you have some really great set of people with whom you connect very well, and it's all looking good for you. And out in your entire job situation, one thing that really gives you peace of mind is it's looking like it's your colleagues with whom you can depend on, connect with, and have a laugh once in a while. So it's all looking good here. Who are they really? So your colleagues are actually very much like what you think, like almost like an angel, very sensitive and extending a lot of warmth and understanding to each other. So as a team, you all may be very tight knit and working towards and watching each other's back and working towards whatever the common goal is. Now, only energy is looking like is your boss is under tremendous difficulty, so are you. So I just see this as a side effect of something that may have happened in your organization. If you're doing business, it's possible you and your partner are going through very difficult times, but your employees are in a very good shape, happy and content and getting along very well. So overall, this is how your reading is looking, Libra, as a work life reading for the month of July.